So you guys want to buy an apartment here in Morocco. Today I'm going to take you through Cabo Negro, which is just outside of Tetouan. I'm going to look at new developments and projects. Look at this beautiful Costa Mar. Guys, here, this complex right now, there's over 700 apartments and there's not any availability in the summertime. You have to kind of fight to rent an apartment here. You have to book it far in advance. And I'm ready. We're heading to Cabo Negro. From my apartment here, which is on the border of Martel and Cabo Negro, it's just about 5 minutes to these new developments that they're making. And everyone, by the way, if you haven't seen my apartment in Tangier, it is available for rent on Airbnb. Still dates available in August and all of September. Okay, so last week of August onward, it is available, and into September. Otherwise, it's fully booked. Here's the link on Airbnb below. Check it out. If you guys have any questions or anything, just hit me up and let me know. Now I'm in this project here that's just next to Cabo Negro. This is probably about a kilometer away. It's between Cabo Negro and Martel, and it's called Merabet. Okay? It's called Merabet, and it's a new project that is quite interesting because they're building a limited number of apartments here that are really high quality. I'm talking central clima. All the finishings are really good. But this project is just starting. It's not going to be completed in 2 years. So one way you guys can get in on a good deal is if you buy and wait until the construction is finished. So this is something that's not going to be finished until earliest by end of next year, right? So this gives you an option to invest in here. And the office is closed right now. I wish you guys, I'll probably make another video. I can show you the details of it. But the apartments, they're definitely range from like small 50 meters up till above 80 meters and so forth. So, and the prices do range. We can get into that later. But this is a really good project here. It's new. It's between Cabo Negro, more towards Cabo Negro, like less than a kilometer, and Martel. And they're making their, guys, it's completely professional. They're making like their own road that goes along here. They can have shops, garages with different shops and cafes and things. So it's such an interesting thing because this street of Martel and this street of Cabo Negro Martel is quite old, right? Like traditional, and they're bringing in like a new construction build. This is the first one between there. So this is something that is quite interesting also for myself, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Next, we're heading into Cabo Negro. All right, look at these new constructions. And here we have, guys, this is Cabo Hills. Okay, this is Cabo Hills. I went and visited this a few times. This is a very good premium luxury development here in Cabo Negro. Okay, most like this is quite expensive of a community. You know, I'm talking minimum something for 140,000, 50,000, up to 200 plus, right? For a community like this to live in. It's going to be on, you know, with the pools and everything. Look at it. Look at the entrance they're going to have, gardens. This is definitely going to be a place to be, prime real estate location, especially right here in Cabo Negro. It's a very high quality builder. When I say high quality, I mean like almost European quality residences. And a lot of people, I'm not really sure the affordability for many people. A lot of you have been messaging to move here to Morocco. This is something, if you have a good budget, you want a place to live for you and your family, but then also be able to rent it out, that is high quality. This is such a good complex. I'd live here over Costa Mar any day once it's completed. They have central clima. They have everything, a good community. It's gonna have a parking stalls, private security, everything like that, but it's very quality. Floor to ceiling glass that none of these other apartments have, right? There's gonna be a lot of natural lighting and things. So this is, if you're looking for a really high quality apartment, but also something that you can invest out if you're not here, this is definitely a good project to look into. If you're not in the country, you guys want me to meet with any of them for you, I've met a lot of them because, you know, I may be looking for another apartment for myself in the very near future also. So if you need to have someone here on the ground with the communication and things, guys, I'm happy to connect you and help you guys out in this regard. Here we are. Look at this. This is Miridor Golf 4. Guys, this complex here is Miridor Golf 4. Look at it. Huge complex coming here. That's Miridor Golf 3. This is Miridor Golf 4. Okay? Miridor Golf 4, guys, this is a great project too. You know what you're gonna get. There's nothing super fancy. If you're used to high quality European finishings and things, this is not the place. But if you're looking for somewhere to invest in that you know you're gonna get a stable return, Miridor Golf 4 is the project, because they have 4 complexes now. Miridor Golf, Miridor Golf 2, Miridor Golf 3, Miridor Golf 4 coming here, okay? And these are all in the heart of Cabo Negro, where walking distance to cafes, which I'm going to show you, and this is a prime location. There's no supply of apartments here available in the peak of summer, okay? You cannot rent here. Everybody wants to rent here, but they can't, because the prices, they just go up so high because of demand. I'm talking anywhere from 120 a night to up to 200 a night in places like this. And these are not super fancy apartments for like coming from America or Europe. They are just normal, standard 2-bedroom, 1-bath type apartment, small kitchen, overlooking the pool, where families come, they go swimming, and they enjoy the summer here. But the returns are quite good. Okay, so this is a really good middle tier project, but in the top location here in Cabo Negro. And sometimes, let me advise you, it might be better to buy a new project. Okay, why? You know, you're getting in on a good price, you're waiting, and as the construction finishes, the prices go up. And once people buy it and they have it, the mentality here, it's summer homes for a lot of people. So many people are reluctant to sell their apartments here, especially in Cabo Negro. If they do, they're asking very, very high prices for it, and it doesn't really make sense from an investment point of view. It's like done by the time everything's completed. So if you want to get in early, guys, construction, look at that, giving everyone here an opportunity first on YouTube, because you guys follow me, and letting you guys know where I see things going here in the next few years in Cabo Negro in the north of Morocco. These apartments, when I came here in 2023, you can get them like 80, 90, 100,000, but these same apartments now are up to like 130, 40, 50,000 for a price. But here's the thing, return wise, it still works out, right? The returns have been so high, you know, over maybe 10,000 euro or 100,000 Moroccan dirham, that the prices go up, right? So you're getting almost like a 7, 8, 9, 10% return depending on the price you buy at here in Cabo Negro. And here you're kind of coming up into La Casilla, everyone, where it's the main area of Cabo Negro. It's not that big, but you know, there's a nice beach behind it. There's a lot of facilities, bars, restaurants for families and outings here, which are really walkable from all these apartments. And here you guys have it. Cappuccino. Look at that. Cappuccino restaurant. And now we're coming back down out of Cabo Negro, back into Marta, where I showed you Merabet, the community there. Supposedly, some people have told me, multiple people have told me they're building a marina here in Martel, but you know, I believe it when I see the construction happening. So they're gonna build something here, a nice marina. There you have it, guys. I showed you complexes. One, Merabet, which is right at the start of Cabo Negro area, right over here. We're driving back past it. I showed you guys Miridor Golf 4. I showed you guys Cabo Hills, premium luxury development. Miridor Golf 4, which is a very good turnkey apartments you can buy. Super simple, not too fancy, but you know they're going to be rentable, and the price is somewhat reflective of that too. These complexes, starting from Costa Mar, where I live, all the way through to Cabo Negro, guys, these are more on the higher end here in Morocco. So the price ranges are definitely from, you know, maybe 130 all the way up to like 200, depending on the size, the facing the pool, all these little amenities and things. But they can range, these are, I would put them on the higher price range. Okay, so if you're coming to Morocco looking for something 40,000, 50,000, this is not the place. Okay, this is a very expensive for Moroccan standard area to live in, and the prices reflect that, and your returns do too. Like, you can easily get, I would say, anywhere from 7 to 10% if you manage your properties well and get good clients and rent it out in the peak of summer. If you guys are looking in Tangier, because I lived in Tangier, so many are just going straight to Marrakesh. I'm telling you, do not overlook an option like this, which gives you flexibility to have an apartment here in a very prime beach summer location, and you know with confidence, 10 out of 10 confidence of the demand that's going to be there, when it's going to be there, the dates, when clients arrive, the tourists arrive from Europe. It's a very, very consistent place, and that's why a lot of people who have apartments here, guys, they're not racing to Marrakesh or Agadir or Casablanca. They know what they have here, and the rents are and the income that they're going to get renting these apartments out here in the north of Morocco. So guys, subscribe. This was the video for you guys to understand what's happening here in Cabo Negro, in Tangier, in Tetouan specifically. So many of you have asked me individually what I think about this. So here's one video to answer all your questions that I have, and the current projects that I see as good opportunities here in Cabo Negro in 2026.